Hello, how are you? We're here. Hello, Villanova. I think we're here on Crowdcast, and it looks like we are also over on your Facebook page. So, hello and welcome to the show.
We have 14 over stock.
My name is Aine Tyrrell, and I'm coming to you from the Northern Rivers. I'm on Bundjalung country up here, which is in northern New South Wales in Australia, which is a bit far away from where my dad is right now.
That's for sure.
Where are you coming from?
Where am I coming from? Oh, no, that's a long story. That is going to take me half an hour to talk about that one. Well, I'm living near very close to Ballymore, in a place called Burren, which I'm very, very proud of. This beautiful landscape around here in the Burren, and just short distance between Ballymore and Kinvara, the Galway border, my beloved county, just a couple of miles, 4 miles down the road. So nicely situated and beautiful place to be during these strange times. So.
Yeah. And we're delighted that the crew, Joseph and everyone at Villanova, has invited us on to come and sing for you tonight. Well, it's your night. It's my morning. It's Dad's later night. But we're just going to get Joseph to come on here and welcome you as well. So let's make all that technology work here.
We need that.
Three of us now.
Don't ask me, because I haven't a clue.
Looks like he's coming now.
Hey, it's working. Hi.
Sean, how are you?
Sean, how are you? It's good to see you. I think I'm getting some feedback. Is that better? I think that's better.
How are you?
I'm just going to say, my name is Joseph Lennon. I'm the Emily C. Riley Director of Irish Studies here at Villanova. Although I should say here at my house in Narberth, Pennsylvania. We're really, really happy to welcome Seán and Aine Tyrrell. And I just wanted to say a brief shout out and a thank you to all our friends in Philadelphia, all the Irish groups here, particularly the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick, who are doing a series of concerts with us, and also the Connolly Foundation, without which we would not have a Center for Irish Studies. So thanks very much and enjoy the show.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph. So
here we are in Philadelphia via the internet, Dad.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been in Philadelphia with you.
No, I've been there a few times myself though, over the years. Yeah. I think I'd done twice at Villanova itself and did the Irish Festival there. Did the Marion McDonald show as well. She's a great presenter, puts on my music every now and again. So big out to her out there. So.
Gorgeous. So yeah. I was hoping you might start with a song of.
Oh yeah, throw me in the deep end every time, is it?
Yeah, go on. From where you come from.
Yeah. But I had before. As of late, any of you that are on my Facebook list will know that an awful lot of musical friends of mine have died recently, which has been really hard on us all. And the last 4 or 5 posts I put out are all about deaths of close friends and musicians that I knew, including the great John Prine from America, and Mary McParland, Johnny, a whole lot of them. But anyway, today I decided, I haven't put it out yet, before I go to bed I will. Late last night, just before we were sitting up and Roisin was going off to bed, and she called from the stairs to say, Dad, my mom, there's a bee who's half dead and half alive, we don't know, but on the stairway, just be careful when you're coming up, you don't stand on them and kill the poor unfortunate or get yourself stung. So Connie, then we were turning off the lights, going up to bed, and she noticed that there was a bumblebee on the radiator here in the kitchen, just behind where I'm sitting right now. And she told me about him, and he went over, and he looked a bit better shaped than the bee was. But anyway, normally when that happens, I get a cloth of some description and gently put them outside in their own environment. But for some reason, I didn't do it to the bumblebee, but the other guy seemed to be in worse trouble, so I put him outside. And in the morning when we got up, Roisin noticed the bee who had died outside the door, and told me about that. And then Connie came. Now there's a good end to the story. Wait for it. when he came anyway to see and had a look, and the Bumblebee was still fumbling around here on the radiator. And Roisin heard about it anyway, and it was like, for the next 5 minutes, it was like two surgeons in an operating theatre as to who had the right way of going about reviving this Bumblebee. So sitting there having my breakfast, is what's going on here? So anyway, Roisin went on with Google, and she found out what to do is to put about a teaspoon of lukewarm water in a tea saucer or something like that, shallow thing, and dissolve sugar into it. This they did anyway, but they still weren't getting. That's where the row was about how they were going to get the Bumblebee to take the sugar. So anyway, eventually, that fizzled down. There was nothing more done, and I heard the Bumblebee. Then he was getting, and I said to Connie, "Well, I'd have to put him out. He died, and he was trying to get out through the window, which he can't do." So we eventually, she said, but he still has. He must have been caught in a web or something, because he has something attached to him that he was obviously trying to get rid of, but he couldn't. And she said to me, "There's a tweezers," and it was right 10 feet away from where I am now again, the scene of the big revival. I brought in the tweezers, and she pulled it off, and all of a sudden that was what was there. So she put him on the saucer with the flour for the Colin, and we brought him outside, and he spent a little while drinking away, and next minute he flew off.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
A lovely start to my day. Lovely, nice to have a nice story for a change. Hope I didn't bore you all with that. This is a song about the nearest village to me over here. It's called Ballymore, and it was written by a great singer, a Scots singer from the Gorbals in Glasgow called Judy McKeown. It's called Sweet Ballymore. Raindrops cling to the branches. The sun makes them diamonds at dawn. The birds sing a song for the whole world to hear. Nature just carries on. The winter's retreating, defeated by spring. And oh, how I wish I'd no care. I live in hope you return across the sea to the Burren, to me, I declare. Ah, but is it the memory of the summer I taste? You think now that would be long gone, as I lie in my bed in the morning alone. I'm without you in sweet Ballymore. The gentians, they're blooming in the ocean of blue. As the orchids get ready to dance, the fields are all turning themselves into green. Still all my thoughts are on France. The winter's retreating, defeated by spring. And oh, how I wish I'd no care. I live in the hope you'll return across the sea to the Burren, to me, and Clare. A fiddler's air brings a tear to my eyes as the pipes tear the soul from my breast. I can still hear your voice, oh, that ocean's so clear. Since you left me, my soul has known no rest. The winter's retreating, defeated by spring. And oh, how I wish I'd no care. I live in the hope you return across the sea to the Burren, to me, and to Clare. Ah, but is it the memory of the summer I taste. You think now that would be long gone, as I lie in my bed in the morning alone. I'm without you in sweet Ballymore. This would be a huge round of applause.
I bet there's lots of rounds of applause from all over. There's oh geez, I've swapped that too much now. I'm big. There's lots of people tuning in here, Dad, on Crowdcast, but we also have them tuning in on Facebook. And just to let you know, over on Facebook, that Seán can't see your comments, but I can. So if you want to say anything to him and him to be able to see it, coming over to the Crowdcast event is easier for him. He can't see through to the Facebook comments. So I'll just give you that link in case you don't have it. It's in the comments there on Facebook. That's just a bit of housekeeping now. All right, well I'll go for a song now, Dad, and then we're open to taking requests from you on Crowdcast and Facebook. I think they worked out last time that there's an ask a question bit there, and sometimes the requests can get a bit lost in the comments. So you can put them in the comments and we'll try to keep up with them, but also in the ask a question bit, I think they stay there so we know how to find them. That's all the business, Dad. It's the business side.
Good.
Now we'll do the singing.
Yeah, will you put me down on the side screen there on you, because I just got to knock.
I will.
Can they see me while you're actually singing?
Yeah, I'll make you smaller in a minute.
Yeah, diminishing.
You got lots of claps all around, Dad, on Facebook and on Crowdcast. I know you can't see them.
Thank you.
That was gorgeous. Yeah, and I'm so happy the bee lived. It's so beautiful. Well, a beautiful way in Australia that events are started are with a welcome to country or an acknowledgement of country. And I wrote this song after speaking with a beautiful Indigenous friend of mine, Dane Kennedy. And he was explaining to me the importance of a welcome to country and how it's like a knocking on a door, and how you wouldn't just rock up to someone's house without knocking, and how, you know, all through history, for Indigenous culture in Australia, there wasn't a lot of knocking, but I suppose it resonated with me as well. There wasn't a lot of knocking in Ireland. So when he explained that to me, it resonated quite deeply, and this is a song that came out from that, which is called In This House. I can hear an engine rumbling for miles around. Sitting here, I can feel someone's on my ground. I don't need the dust to throw its hands in the air, 'cause I already know that someone is coming near. What I wanna know is, what are you gonna bring across the seas? What song are you gonna sing into my breeze? Tell me, what shoes are you gonna wear upon your feet when you and my land finally meet? You can knock upon my door, but in between the knocks I hear so much more. In this house, the light's not always on. This land, the land of fire and stone. come to the skull at my cobble crossroads? Are you gonna tip your hat? Are you gonna tip out your load? Are you gonna listen to the laws and the rhymes that the man has told? Are you gonna trade in stories that have been bought and sold? You can knock upon my door, but in between the knocks I hear so much more in this house. The light's not always on. This lamp, the lamp, fire and stone. So I guess if you make it all the way up to my gates, you're just gonna have to sit and wait and do. If the land, oh, it feels you true, oh, the gate it'll open up for you. It'll open up for you. It'll open up for you. It'll open up for you.
Nice one. Nice one. Nice one.
I love the real live audience applause. It's great.
Yeah.
I'm doing my level best to sound like a million.
You are. You're doing great.
I'm loving it. That was beautiful on you.
Fair play. Lovely. Lovely.
So let's see. I did see that your other daughter Lilia has requested Walker of the Snow, and there was also, I thought I saw. Oh, I think there was a request for Fields of Athenry, but I don't know that, and I don't know that you know that.
No, I don't. Definitely no. Great song. Great song. Great song. Just don't have it in the repertoire. You know. Well, look, I do. I suppose a lot of you're familiar with my music. A lot of the songs that I have are poems that I set to music by various different Irish poets. Not all Irish, but it was the first poem I ever set to music written by an Englishman called Ralph Hodgson, who's maybe I'd do that first. And the estate is held by Bryn Mawr University, which I believe is just down the road from where you are in Villanova. And they kindly, it was way back when I first went out to live in America. And I was out I don't know where I found the book. I think it might have been on the West Coast in San Francisco. But there was a lovely, there was a poem in there that I really like called Thyme, You Old Gypsy Man. And for years, I actually don't know what has happened. There's a buzz in this. I hope it stops when I go play. But anyway, for years, I didn't know who had written it. And then I found out, and graciously, they gave me permission to record it. So thank you to them. This is Thyme, You Old Gypsy Man. Yeah, it's basically a story of how can we stop time? Impossible. So. Thyme, you old gypsy man, will you not stay? Ought to be a caravan just for one day. All things I will give to you. Will you be my guest? Bells for your jinnet, of silver the best. Goldsmiths will beat you, a great diamond ring. Peacocks bow to you, little girls sing. Oh, and sweet girls will festoon you with May. Time, you old gypsy, why hasten away? Last week in Babylon, last night in Rome, morning and in their crush under Paul's dome, under Paul's dial, you tightened your rein, only for a moment, then off once again. Off to some city, now blind in the room, off to another ear that's in the tune. Time, you old gypsy man, will you not stay? Put up your caravan just for one day, just for one day, just for a day, just for a day. Sorry for that buzz going. Can you mute me for a minute and I try and find out where that's coming from?
Yeah, sure. Hold on. Let me...
Okay, look at
I didn't hear it.
No. I disappeared
I'll put
for
you
a second.
on mute for a minute.
Yeah, put me on mute, please. Yeah, please. Yeah, do that.
There, he's gone. I muted him before he could say any more. But that was lovely, Dad. That was so gorgeous. Okay, I had a request in from my sister who's tuning in from America. I have one tuning in from the Burren and one tuning in from America, and she's asked for The Sunny Side of Life, which is a June Carter Cash song, and it's become more relevant in the last, I don't know, in the last few months and everything that we're facing, and it's hard. There's a lot of there's a lot of grieving and pain and uncertainty around us, but you have to keep looking for the positive things, like the little bee that Dad saved today with Roisin and Connie. They're the good things, yeah? You got to keep looking for them. There's a dark, there's a troubled side of life. There's a bright, there's a sunny side too. Though we keep with the darkness and strive, oh, the sunny side we also may view. You gotta keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. You gotta keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help you every day, it'll brighten all your way if you keep on the sunny side of life. Well, a storm and a fury broke today, crushing dreams we cherish so dear. Well, in time, little clouds will it'll pass away, and the sunny side will shine bright and clear. You gotta keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. You gotta keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help you every day, it'll brighten all your way if you keep on the sunny side of life. I love the sunshine emojis. It's as if you're singing along. Well, the chorus is really easy to sing along at home. It's just keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. You gotta keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help you every day. It'll brighten all your way if you keep on the sunny side of life. So you can make it up and just mumble if you don't know when we get to the chorus, right? Let us greet with the song of hope each day. Though the moment it may be cloudy or fair, let us trust in the Savior always, for she keepeth everyone in her care. You gotta keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. You gotta keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help you every day. It'll brighten all your way if you keep on the sunny side of life. You gotta keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. You gotta keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help you every day. It'll brighten all your way if you keep on the sunny side of life. There we are. You're back, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to get up and I found, well, I don't actually know what exactly I found, but it sounds a little better. It might be something to do with this thing, the bridge edit, you know. It was annoying me.
There's a lot of sunshine emojis coming in. It's gorgeous.
I see them. Yeah, now I'm beginning to see how to do this. One of the days I'll become computer literate.
Do you know what I was saying to a friend of mine? It's going to be actually weird going back gigging because I've been doing lots of these live streams and so used to looking at my face and then other people's comments. It's as if like when you go back to do gigs, you're going to need people's like thought bubbles coming out of them. It's like your own face looking but like a mirror on stage looking back at you. Because you never look at yourself when you're playing, like you're looking out. It's such a strange, we're all getting used to a very strange way of doing it.
That's for sure.
Well, there's some more requests in there for your dad. There's the Coast of Malabar. Someone was asking for on Facebook for the old Clare ring.
Don't know it. I love the song. Don't know it, but I know of it. Don't know it. I know the Coast of Malabar, all right.
Yes. And from Clare to here, which I don't know.
I know there's the Shadow Hunter and the Coast of Malabar, but I do this one first to say, I had for years, having traveled around America in what I call the corned beef and cabbage circuit, Irish bars, every one of them had these posters up of Irish writers, and it was always the same crowd, Joyce and Yeats and Beckett and Behan to get up there, and maybe Paddy Kavanagh and Flann O'Brien. But anyway, just was a few other writers, and no women, as Connie points out. And the other thing, there was Irish writers that not one single, no Martin O'Tyrrell, and no Porrick or Martin O'Kine, or Maura McAtee. So nobody writing in the Irish language with the Irish poets, Irish writers. So anyway, I took it out on poor old Mr. Yeats for some reason, and I avoided his poetry for donkey's years. I requested the thing, or to recite one of his poems, The Host of the Year, on a Davy Spillane album, but I set it to music and they preferred that. So, but I did one of the ones after that I got fond of him then, and this is a lovely one about the jester who fell in love with the Queen, but not exactly what the father wanted for his royal daughter, the jester, but he offered everything, his love, his heart, his soul, which he refused all. And finally, he offered his cap and bells, his jests, as I say. So I suppose the idea, lads, if you want to attract them, tickle their fancy with comedy, so this is what he did in this case, and she finally succumbed. It's Yeats's Cap and Bells, he called it. The jester walked in the garden had fallen still. He bade his soul rise upward, stand on the windowsill. Head arose in a straight blue garment when the owls began to call. It had grown wise tongue by thinking of a quiet and light footfall. But the young queen wouldn't listen. She rose in her pale nightgown. She drew in the heavy casement, pushed the latches down. He bade his heart go to her when the owls called out no more. In a red and quivering garment, he sang to her through the door. It had grown wise tongue by thinking of a flutter of flower-like hair. But she took up her fan from the table, waved it off in the air. I have a cap and bells, he pondered, I will send them to her and die. And when the morning whitened, he left them where she went by. She laid them upon her bosom under a cloud of her hair. Her red lips sang them a love song till stars flew out of the air. She opened the door and the window. The heart and the soul came through. To her right hand came the red one. To her left hand came the blue. They set up a noise like crickets, chattering wise and sweet. Her hair was a folded flower, the quiet of love in her feet.
Oh, gorgeous, Dad. I haven't heard you play that song in ages. I love it.
Yeah, great one, great one. Lovely lyric, lovely lyric.
Isn't it? And Kieran says it's his favourite here.
What?
Kieran is saying it's his favourite.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, Kieran.
Other requests that have come in. Maybe do another one, Dad, because you have a few other requests. You have The Orchard, Starry Night, Red River Valley from Catherine King in Boston. And from Catherine King in Boston. She's here on the Facebook.
For those of you how are you?
For those on Facebook, if you feel like you're not seeing comments, it's because it's also going as well on a program called Crowdcast.
Used to come on tomorrow days to condone my gigs in the Burren in Boston, in some of them. Yeah, nice, lovely.
Would you do another one, Dad?
I will, yeah. I suppose I better do the one for my daughter Lillian, if she'll never forgive me.
Yes.
The Walker of the Snow, yeah. The Shadow under other people. But anyway, this came out of an amazing book, 1,000 Years of Irish Poetry. It was written back in around the mid to late third half of the 19th century by a man called Charles Dawson Shanley, who hailed from Dublin. And he had obviously been to the Yukon because it's written about the Yukon. He was there long years before the great Robert Service. But It was one of the very, out of that 1,000 years of Irish poetry I had about 15 or songs on the very first night that I found the first one, and this was one of the first that I set to music. A story to Yukon, so a little ghost story for you for the times we've in it. Speed on, good master. The camp lies far away. We must cross the haunted valley before the close of day. How the snowblight came upon me, I will tell you as we go, of the light of the shadow hunter who walks the midnight snow. To the cold December heaven came the pale moon and the stars, and the yellow sun was sinking behind the purple bars. The snow lay deeply drifting upon the ridges drear that lay for miles around me, the camp for which we steered. 'Twas silent on the hillside, beside the solemn woods, no sound of life or motion to break this solitude, save the wailing of a moose bird with its plaintive note and low, and the skating of a red leaf upon the frozen snow. Said I, the dark is falling, far the camp must be, yet my heart, it would be lightsome if I had but company. Then I sang and I shouted, and pleasured as I tread to the harp twang of my snowshoes as they sprang beneath my tread. Not far into that valley had I dipped upon my way, when the dusky figure he joined me in a capuchon of grey. Then I sprang on my snowshoes with a long, limber stride. I hailed the dusky stranger as we traveled side by side. But no token of communion gave he by word or look, and a fear chill gathered over me at the crossing of the brook. For I saw by the sickly moonlight, as I followed bending low, that the footsteps of that stranger, they left no marks upon the snow. A fear chill gathered over me, like a shroud around me cast, as I sank upon the snowdrift where the shadow hunter had passed. The other trappers, they found me just before the break of day. My dark hair was blanched and whitened as the snow which I lay. They spoke not as they raised me, for they knew that in the night I had met the shadow hunter. I had withered in his blight. Sancta Maria Spiritus, the sun is falling low. Before us lies the valley of the walker of the snow.
Oh, gorgeous, Dad. That got me all emotional. That was beautiful. Aww.
Another great lyric. Another great lyric.
Oh,
I've been blessed.
stunning. Yeah, well, you've also been someone who's searched out searched out those lyrics. Yeah, tell them about the 1,000 years. You've not only been blessed, you're someone who digs for them and finds the lyric.
Well, that's true. I used to go out visiting in America. When I be out on tour or whatever, I always, if I was in a strange city or any, I'd always go try and make my way into a library and just see what I could find in there. And and if I'm staying in houses, for whatever reason, and there's an old poetry book or a poetry book around, I dive in, because that's what when I did play on that corned beef and cabbage, as I said, with Jack Leary years ago, the Freedom Folk, I kind of was fed up of all those songs we've been singing then. So when I went back out again, playing professionally, after being years and years off the road, I was looking for something different. And any time I looked in songbooks, it was always the same songs that were in there. So that piece of great luck, finding that poem that night, or that book that night. And it was a Philadelphia man that was with me.
Really?
Yeah, we have John Lobron. I was baking a loaf of bread, brown bread, yeast bread, in between the first and second rise. And John we used to work as a barman in the roadside, and he came back to stay with me. And he took the 5,000 years had been up on the bookshelf in the kitchen, and he took it down. And while I was waiting for the second rise, he left it on the rocking chair beside the fire, and I picked it up. And I'm not sure to this day whether it was A Message of Peace by John Boyle O'Reilly was the first poem that sparked my interest, or was it a poem by a great Belfast poet called Louis MacNeice, that he called Bagpipe Music, that I recorded as a song called No Go. And I don't know which of them, but whatever it was, and he was started, and by the end of it, I couldn't believe it. I kept going through the table of contents, and names is what I was catching, just the names of poems, not so much the. I got Bad Luck to the March and the Man for God. I could go on all night, like about 10 or 15 of the greatest pieces I'd ever read.
Had you seen other people setting poetry to music? Because it's kind of I don't know anyone but you that's.
Well, I kind of would. That's kind of more what I'm more known as, and I certainly was one of the beginners. They might have been so. What has always amazed me is the Midnight Court, how it waited around so long for me to set it to music. That is always, why somebody hadn't got it. Had been done as a sort of a theatre piece. It's about Melissa Stafford, who directed, is going to direct again, and directed before. He was in it with the great Siobhan McKenna, but he didn't like it. This kind of sanitized it. So, but I was absolutely astounded that it waited so long for me to do it. So I don't know. It's just lucky. Well, yeah. I pushed the luck as well, I have to say.
Well, right. You've done a request for your daughter, and you've gotten one of your sons happy there with the request, but you have another son tuning in, and he may have a request and something to say to you as well.
Okay, so do another one. Wait till I see what it'll be.
Hold on. He might give us both a request here. You might be off the hook for a minute, but he's
okay.
We're just seeing whether we can.
No, yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, sideways.
Well, hello.
Turn it. How do we turn that?
I'm getting it sideways, but it's good to see you anyway. Oh, yeah. Hiya, Connor. What
if we do that?
No, that's upside down.
We'll go this way?
No. Yeah.
I don't know how we get there.
Benji, I thought you were the real computer expert in this family. What's this bullshit about it being
not for live performances. Not for live performances.
Oh, I see.
We have two requests. Áine already knows one of them. Hope will see me through for you, Áine. And then Dad, I'll give you a couple of choices, but the one I want to hear is Skies Over Ballyrome.
Oh, I just asked for that.
Connie just asked for it. Okay.
She's got good taste in music.
Yes, I do.
Okay. She just asked me for that 2 seconds ago. That's lovely. Yeah.
Hi,
Hiya,
hi,
Meg.
Olivia and Connor.
She's not here.
I don't see Olivia. You can only see Connor. Oh, I thought that was Meg. Oh, it's Olivia. I see. I got to go upside down and see it. Get you right to see who's there. How you doing?
There's our
Oh,
next
yeah.
generation. There's our next generation of musicians there, Olivia and
Yeah,
Connor. They'll
this
be
is
carrying the
fab.
Tyrrell flag.
The two of them, yeah. Great singer and great bass player. Yeah, and I don't know what else she's playing these days. And she's a great piano player as well. Don't get too good or I get jealous.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on for those requests.
you're welcome. Love you guys.
Love you.
Have a good one. Give Meg the love. Okay.
All right, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I do this thing. Mentioned
What?
the story of this is a lovely one as well. And only you remember him. A great singer friend of mine, Chris Andretti, unfortunately no longer with us, but he had a voice that was absolutely adorable. Lovely guitar player, just a great presence. Everything about the way his phrasing. He was just very, very special. And he was busking on the streets of Portlaoise. And this old man came up to him and said that he had a song that he had and that he didn't want to bring down into the grave. So he sang it for Chris on the street. And Chris didn't have a this is way back in the 70s sometime, I suppose, didn't have a tape recorder or anything with him, or maybe the 80s or whatever. But he did, he remembered. The man wrote, eventually he got the man, he went and got paper and he wrote down the words, but he didn't have a tape recorder. So I've been told by people this is a song from County Laois, a village there. It's on the old road between Limerick and Dublin. You'd pass a sign for it, and I went to see it once upon a time to see what was so beautiful about this. It's another song about, the savage loves his native shore. So Paddy said, packed up his thing to England, he fled. Anyway, this is a Sweet Bally, or Skies O'er Ballyrome, but I think it's Chris's tune, to be honest. I love the sunny shores of France. I love those Italian skies, where beauty beams on fields and streams, nature reigns sublime. I love the Alps, the winding Rhine, the classic Po and Rome, but 10 times more do I adore the skies o'er Ballyrome. The golden sun there shone upon a sweeter little town, the purling rill that runs the mill through hazel shades runs down. The moat crowned with noble trees, its origins unknown, its silvery shades illumes the plains for miles round Ballyrome. The chapel spire high over all piles to the crystal sky, and vespers chime proclaims the time when evening worship's nigh, and home the hardy workman hides, his hour of toil now flown, his songs and cheer, and Scully's beer enlivens Ballyrome. Oh, Ballyrome, my native home, with grief my heart is sore, and you oppressed, and in my breast I play the hero's part, were I to die for Ireland's cause, like Emmet and Wolfe Tone, I laid a sigh to God on high, it would be for Ballyrome. Yes, I love the sunny shores of France. I love those Italian skies where beauty beams o'er fields and streams. Nature reigns sublime. I love the Alps, the winding Rhine, the classic Po and Rome, but 10 times more do I adore the skies of Ballyrome. Yup.
Gorgeous, Dad. Oh, you're on fire tonight. You got all the good ones.
Thank you.
Come
on now.
Frank.
What?
There's lots more comments coming in there. Margaret Dolan in Plymouth, and lots of people that have. Taiki.
That's
yeah. Hello, all our family.
thinking of you recently.
And lots of people that have seen you in the Burren, in the Burren in Boston, and it's gorgeous.
Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely.
You're well loved, Dad, hey? All right, so my brother has requested this one, so and he's a big brother, so I better not disappoint.
Yeah.
Don't upset the big brother. I am in Australia for 9 years now, which is I can't believe that myself. But when I first moved over here, I was living in Victoria, and I was down there at the time of the Wye River bushfires, which at that time were quite massive and devastating, but nothing like the summer that we've just had in terms of bushfires over here. But when I was trying to figure out what to do in a bushfire, because I knew nothing about it, it's not something I've learned before, I came across this bit of information about a native plant here, just randomly in my researching. They're called a grass tree, and it lays dormant all the time in the forests here. But when a fire comes through, it sends off a shoot, and when the rain comes after a fire, it has the most beautiful blossom. This wild, yellowy red, fiery, beautiful flower comes through after. And I thought it was, at that time, just thought it was an incredible analogy for life, really, that we go through these dark times like we're all in all around the world at the moment. And then the fire comes through, and we're probably in the fire at the moment and waiting for the rain, that bit of relief when the curve starts flattening and we head down the other side of it. And then from that, we have no idea what the flower is going to be, I suppose, or what the silver lining in any of this, or what will come out of it, because you don't know what that is when you're in the fire. So that, but that's where the idea for this song came through. If I step outside, will I burn in the inferno? Will I freeze all of tomorrow? If I waited, oh, got a frog in my throat there. We'll go back to the start. I forgot, actually, I did mean to dedicate this out to all the frontline workers all over the world. And I know America is being hit quite tough at the moment, so we'll dedicate it out to all of your frontline staff at the moment. Okay, start again. If I step outside, will I burn in the inferno? will I freeze, oh love, tomorrow? If I wager warmth away, will regrowth ever look the same, or will the forest be forever altered? I don't know how to pray, but I'm down on my knees. I don't know what to say. I am begging, come see me through. Hope will see me through. Hope will see me through. If I raise a white flag, am I putting myself in the fire line? Will I be the ash or would I held dear? Only way around is to go straight through it. I can already feel the embers falling. I don't know how to pray, but I'm down on my knees. I don't know what to say. I am begging, come see me through. Hope will see me through. Hope will see me through. Oh, billows rise to glory. Orange skies are warning, don't go that way. But I am gone, I am gone. Oh, with the heart of the grass tree, I survive, even thrive in the fire. And when the rain comes, I'll flower. When the rain comes, I'll flower. I don't know how to pray, but I'm down on my knees. I don't know what to say. I am begging, come see me through. Hope will see me through. Hope will see me through.
Only on you. Yeah, your audience has got bigger.
I hear more claps for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lovely.
Ah. Well, everyone's saying it's a dreary night over on the east coast of America. Lots of people saying rainy, cloudy. So we're bringing a bit of sunshine.
We've had a beautiful month here. You know, it's been absolutely good. Because swimming today, it was so hot. It was warm, you know. But by our standards, you know. Yeah. So.
So there have been requests in for the Lights of Little Christmas.
No. It's wrong time of the year.
Wrong time of the year.
Well,
and there is well, I might do one for Connie and Roisin since they're both there, and then you can come up with your next one.
Okay.
We'll do all right, I'll go up on that.
Yeah.
You're right there?
Yeah, I'm grand back in situation.
Getting requests in from Connie on the side, are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'll do this one for Connie. We'll do Our Town by Irish Cement.
We'll sing along with you, Áine, but we'll be in the other room. Don't worry, we won't.
That's all right. I can actually put that on mute so you can sing away.
Oh, great.
That's what I'll do.
Thank you very much.
I'll mute him.
Mute me as well. Well, maybe I might like to sing along.
So
okay, Carol, are you ready for we give them a background harmony?
I love this song. I think it just brings me back to Dad delivering mussels with Connie and driving around. And
Holiday, you poor child.
I don't know why Iris Dement, I don't think she ever thought her music would be the soundtrack to the Burren, but but it ended up being. It's a beautiful song. Yeah. All right, I'll mute you so you can sing along without any bother there.
I don't trust you.
But you know the sun's setting fast, and just like I said, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. And go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Yeah, I could see the sun setting down on our town, on our town. Good night. Up the street beside the red neon light, it's where I met my baby on one hot summer night. And he was a tender and I ordered a beer. Well, it's been 40 years and I'm still sitting here, but I could see how the sun's setting fast, and just like they said, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. And go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Yeah, I could see the sun setting down on our town, on our town. Good night. It's here I had my babies and I had my first kiss. I've walked down Main Street in the cold morning mist, and over there is where I bought my first car. Well, it turned over once and then it never went far, but I could see how the sun's setting fast, and just like they said, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. And go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Yeah, I could see the sun setting down on our town, on our town. Good night. I buried my mama and I buried my pa. They sleep up the road beside the pretty brick wall, and I bring them flowers about every day, but I just gotta cry when I think what they'd say. Oh, if they could see how the sun's setting fast, and just like they said, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on now and kiss it goodbye, but hold on to your lover, 'cause your heart's bound to die. And go on now and say goodbye to our town, to our town. Yeah, I can see the sun setting down on our town, on our town. Good night. Now I sit on the porch and watch the lightning bugs fly, but I can't see too good. I got tears in my eyes, and I'm leaving tomorrow, but I don't wanna go. Oh, I love you, my town, you'll always live in my soul. And I can see how the sun's setting fast, and just like they said, nothing good ever lasts. Well, go on, I gotta kiss you goodbye, but I'll hold to my lover, 'cause my heart's bound to die. And go on now and say goodbye to my town, to my town. Yeah, I can see the sun has gone down on my town, on my hey town, good night.
Yeah, lovely on you.
I heard you singing, Connie.
Thank you, Olga. We
What?
had a technical issue in the middle.
We had a bit, we nearly ran out of power. Just no.
Well, I thought you were just coming on screen to sing, Connie. I was actually going to unmute you in the middle of the song.
No, I was very busy there for a minute, Olga.
It was close.
They might take technical expertise.
Close to getting you. All right, Dad, over to you.
What were the other requests again?
Okay, let me check over here on
the reason, I didn't want to sound abrupt about the little crisp. We haven't worked out anything, so I wouldn't like to chance it.
We have the Orchard, Starry Night, or Red River Valley, all been requested, as well as Coast to Malabar.
Coast to Malabar, but that was the first one in, I think, so maybe we'll do that. Yeah, this is supposedly a love song, but I think it should get relegated to the broken heart department songs.
Most of them are, aren't they, though?
Yeah, well, I always hear that, yeah. And this one in particular, I just don't know why there's Egypt left, but I suppose it's written in Liverpool, the capital of Ireland, they say, around the turn of the 19th century, or thereabouts, but written by an Irishman, the sentiment, the melody, so you better fasten your safety belts. It might get a bit bumpy over the mountains as we head to the coast of Malabar. Far away across the ocean, beneath an Indian star, lives a little dark-eyed maiden on the coast of Malabar. In the harbour where we anchored, can see her shy and sweet, with a blossom on her bosom and the wild waves at her feet. I can see the crowded city, the palm trees green and tall. The starry night she danced with me inside those city walls. She gave a little wistful glance. She looked across the bay. She whispered, if you love me, then why do you sail away? I must go, my little dark eyes. I must go, my Indian star. But I come again and love you on the coast of Malabar. In my dreams, I oftentimes wander to that far-off Indian Sea, and the days we spent together, they come back again to me. In my dreams, I hear her calling, all those oceans wide and far, come to me again and love me on the coast of Malabar. I can see the crowded city, the palm trees on the shore, but that little dark-eyed maiden, she's there no more, no more. Fare thee well, my little dark eyes, fare thee well, my Indian star. In my dreams I will live forever on the coast of Malabar.
Yay! Do you want to do another one of those requests while you're there? There was also 2 more requests come in while you were singing there. One for Ballroom of Broken Dreams and one for Hotel Duquesne.
Oh, Hotel Duquesne, gee, that's a bit heavy.
But you also have all the other ones, The Orchard and Starry Night.
Yeah, Starry Night. 1 minute, we might try Starry Night, yeah.
All right, go for it.
Yeah. This I got from the singing of the greatest Dublin singer of them all, well, ballads of folk singer anyway, Liam Weldon. I was listening to Clare FM one night, and Áine Hensey, great radio presenter, tradition presenter, was on, and she played this song, and I had never heard it, even though I'd met Liam and got to know him. I'd never heard him sing it, so I called Áine and I asked her would she send it to me, could she send me a copy of it? I didn't have a record. Could I buy the record? I wanted to buy a recording of it, but wasn't available. It was only available in France. But she did send it to me, and it's a Tinker's Love song. The name they get these days is Travellers, but this is truly a Tinker song. It was an honourable trade, a very honourable trade. So. One starry night, as I lay sleeping, one starry night, as I lay in bed, I dreamed I heard wagon wheels creaking. When I awoke, my own love had fled. I searched the highways, likewise the byways. I searched the forings, the camping places too. I will inquire all of our people. Have they tied or tidings, signs of you? For as many's the my love, with you I've travelled. Many's the hour love, with you I've spent. I dreamed you were my love forever. When now I find love, you're only lent. I'm drunk today, but oft times I'm sober, a constant rover from town to town. When I'm dead and my sorrows ended, Molly born a story when to lay me down. Many's a mile, love, with you I've traveled. Many's the hour, love, with you I've spent. I dreamed you were my love forever, but now I find, love, you're only lent.
Audience now, Dad.
Oh, I see it. Your audience is growing. My audience is growing as well. Well, hello, are we all? Talon in the front. See, and
you've got two of the three and a doggy.
I see the doggy. I see the doggy as well. Yeah, and another doggy.
They've come to say hello. Do you want to say hi?
Hello. How are you all?
Hi, gang.
There's other things hello here from the background.
Hello, but we're all too shy.
Oh, look!
They're too shy to go on camera.
I'm as good looking as you see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what song do you want me to sing? You two.
Okay.
I didn't win on the making you sing with me, but at least you can tell me what to sing.
And would she not give us a song now?
No, they've decided not to give, but they want me to sing Pirate's Call, is it? All right, I'll sing the pirate song for you. You guys, you can stay, but I just have to get that there. All right, well, you can go off and play if you want. You can say bye.
Bye. That's right, might be down to 5 years.
All right, they're requesting, but they're not staying for it. Hey, that's all right.
Put me on music, so as I can after before you start, so as I can tune up again because I have to cap out different positions.
Okay, no worries. I have to tune up there as well. I wrote this song actually for my two little girls when I was learning Oro Shirivahawalya in Irish. They were asking me what it all meant, and so I found out everything that I could find out about Gráinne Mhaol in that time for them, and on Wikipedia and everything that I could remember myself. And then I rang Dad and asked him to send over a little kid's book on Gráinne Mhaol, and all the lads were well represented in the literature department, but it took a little while to find one on Gráinne, who's our pirate queen from the west coast of Ireland. And in the meantime, I decided to right the wrong and write her a little song, just for my kids originally, but then other people liked singing along. So this is a song for Grace and Mally. I'm pleased to say when I was home this last time, there were loads of books on her. So she's making a comeback. And I was asked to go out and sing on Clare Island, and Dad came along as well. We did a show out there for the Clare Island Film Festival, it was gorgeous. It was just brilliant. What key am I in? Joseph, if you're going to jam along, I think I'm in the key of C. I'm not great with my keys. I kind of make stuff up as I go along. I think I learned that from my dad. married and 2 men I lost. There were 2 men I let go of, and many more I fought. Oh, I kept their castles and stones, and I built my sea kingdom on Clare Island on my own. I'm at home in the Black Deep, I'm at home in the Leshen Tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. Well, ships under my command sail the seas round my land, and I'll tax you in my water if you dare breach near my head. And oh, you won't think I'll overtake you. Will you greatly underestimate what a woman with a sword can do? I'm at home in the Black Deep, I'm at home in the Leshen Tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. Well, orders came from London to subdue our kind, to start living our lives like the civilized ones. And all kingdoms, they are gone, broken souls, fallen daughters and stolen sons. I'm at home in the Black Deep, I'm at home in the Leshen Tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. Well, 2 women we met from 2 very different sides. There were 2 languages spoken, and over 2 kingdoms we did reside. And oh, we did both agree inside of a woman's heart. Oh, it bleeds humanity. Even in a man's world, it's a woman's heart. It's a woman's heart to bleed. I'm at home in the Black Deep, I'm at home in the Leshen Tide. I'm not home in a man's world, I'm a pirate till I die. I am a pirate till I die. Pirates answer the call. Foot's in a woman's heart, you can see it all. Pirates answer the call. Foot's in a woman's heart, you can see the soul. You're back. I hope I was in the right key there for you, Joseph.
Did you manage to get? Did you manage to get me to get an iPhone yet? Who was that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I'm just wondering. How did they know? How about Matty? Oh my God!
And we had Bobby say hello. Bobby and his cousin who came to stay at the cottage, and
Springfield, Massachusetts.
Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby. Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's lovely.
And Auntie Susan, my Auntie Susan is tuning in. My bestest roadie, she's saying.
Oh, what?
Susan is tuning in. She calls herself my bestest roadie.
Oh, lovely. Yeah. what were the other ones again? Matty, I get Matty a bit early for Matty. Wait till I work up a little bit to Matty.
Matty, you had, oh goodness, let me go back here. One Starry Night, you had
Done and dusted.
The Orchard, Rev River Valley, Ballroom of Broken Dreams.
Okay, the Ballroom of Broken Dreams, yeah. Let me try that one. Yeah.
I'm looking after your guitar well here, Dad. That's my dad's.
Oh, I noticed the top for you. Give me a look at it. Give me a look full length.
That's my dad's tenor there.
Not my dad's tenor. It's your tenor now.
Well, it's not mine. There's a request for Wild Mountain Thyme and the Orchard again. They're coming in thick and fast, Dad. You're never going to be allowed offline now.
Well, this song was written by a songwriter that I've worked with for, you'd be said on a few occasions. It is he that wrote Hotel Duquesne that was requested there a few minutes ago. It's been a long while since I sang that, and it's a bit, for these times, a little bit heavy. So I'm trying to stay away from that, keep it as lightish, the lights as best we can. But that Hotel Duquesne, he gave me another then that I'll have to do as well. He gave me another one called Hocus Pocus, which I love. And this is the Ballroom of Broken Dreams, which any of you might be familiar with Galway. The scene was the Warwick Hotel, and back sometime in I think about the 80s or thereabouts, they used to have a dance on a Tuesday night where, widowers, divorced, people who were alone would go for a dance together, and Cormac's case, no romance came out of it, but he seemed he got some sort of joy and solace out of being with other people who were equally. Yes, Frank, I got it to iPhone. I have an iPhone. Okay. How are you all in Philadelphia? Near to Philadelphia, Frank. It's near Philadelphia, actually. To a small city ballroom each Tuesday night, the hurt and the lonesome arrive. Widows, the alone, the divorced, for a club night to help them survive. A small orchestra plays tunes that were young, back then when they first fell in love, with the great crystal ball shining over them all. It seemed like a velvet glove. Will you dance with me, lady? Come waltz with me. Let's glide round the maple floor. Make believe I'm the one that you've loved and lost. I'll pretend I'm the one you adore. Let's remember the charms of uncomforting arms, as over us the crystal ball gleams. Will you dance, sad lady? Come waltz with me in the ballroom of broken dreams. Will you dance, sad lady? Come waltz with me in the ballroom of broken dreams. Life is music, and music soothes dancing souls. Some even find love once more. All Cupid he has, some are arrows left, and he lurks at the edge of the floor. For all there's the solace of sharing tales, and for best to ease the pain. As the dancing goes on, the healing flows on. They go dancing next Tuesday again. Will you dance, sad lady? Come waltz with me. Let's glide round the maple floor. Make believe I'm the one that you've loved and lost. I'll pretend you're the one I adore. Let's remember the charms of warm, comforting arms as over us the crystal ball gleams. Will you dance, sad lady, come waltz with me in the ballroom of broken dreams? Will you dance, sad lady, come waltz with me in the ballroom of broken dreams?
Yeah, gorgeous, Dad.
Cormac McConnell.
You you have a backlog of a few requests there. Why don't you go for another one? I'll do one after you.
What's the what? Oh yeah,
Yeah, the
I
Orchard,
look at
Matty,
people-
Wild Matt and Thyme. Do you want to
yeah,
give one more?
yeah. I think the same person that asked for. Am I right? Who asked for Wild Nice Little Christmas? Asked for Matty. Is that?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, but then I do Matty and I'll kind of leave Matt maybe that to the end because that
That's
requires.
it.
That's the most physical song I sing as I ever sing. And so, and there was what was it? Wild Mountain Thyme was one of them, I know.
Yeah, and the Orchard.
Wild Mountain Thyme would maybe go for some.
All right, lovely. Go for it.
There was a court case over this song when Rod Stewart went to record it. The first recording ever that I was heard of it in this country anyway was way back when I was a young child, and the great Ciarán McMahon used to have radio programs, and the McPeak family, they were very, very well-known piping family in Belfast, were the first ever to they recorded. They became kind of big. They were kind of among the first big folk stars long before they were folk stars, and they recorded this. But then there was some when Rod Stewart recorded it, he attributed it to as a Scottish traditional song, and the McPeaks took him to court anyway and won. And there's the story I heard from Ciarán McMahon, the great radio presenter, was just talking about that I heard as a child, told me that Tannahill, a folk collector, was in Ireland and sang it on the radio. The McPeaks had heard it, and like Chris Andrews, he didn't have a tape recorder, so they kind of put together, cobbled another song out of that, and they called it "Will You Go, Lassie Go." Well, the summertime is coming, and the trees, they're sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Oh, will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together pluck a wild mountain thyme. All around the blooming heather. Oh, will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I will bring all the wild flowers of that mountain. Oh, will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck a wild mountain thyme. All around the bloom and heather. Oh, will you go, lassie, go? If my true love, she were gone, I would never find another to pluck a wild mountain thyme. All around the blooming heather. Oh, will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to pluck a wild mountain thyme. All around the blooming heather. Oh, will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go?
I think you just made time stand still for lots of people. That was just gorgeous, Dad. That was beautiful. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I know. I muted myself so I could just hum along. It was gorgeous. Hopefully you were all singing at home. I remember when I first moved to Australia, I called you Dad and I was like, they sing the words wrong here. The last verse, they sing it wrong. I was thinking all of Australia sang the last verse wrong. And then you were like, no, I changed the words in the last verse.
Yeah.
I never find another.
I could, I mean, how you come along with my true love and I'd surely find another. It doesn't seem like she's that much of a true love. It was surely, you know.
It changes the whole song though. Like every time I hear it sung the other way, I'm always like, oh, it just doesn't feel right.
It's right. I could never sing that.
We should start a petition.
Yeah.
Yes, we should. An online petition that no one is allowed to sing it the other way anymore.
Yes, exactly. It doesn't make sense.
All right, I'll do one more and then you do Matty and then we'll end. Don't worry, Frank, we'll end with the Rising of the Moon for you. There's a request in for that. Does that sound good, Dad?
Yeah, that's good to me. That's good to me.
Or is there anything more you needed to
not a bit
tonight? You're good.
Not a bit. No, just say hello to you. You know, again, it's lovely. This is a totally new departure for me, but I have to say I'm enjoying it. Huh? Yeah, it is actually, you know,
Yeah.
but it's nice to think that we're in touch with people wherever and that, you know, we're all in the same position, locked down, shut down, all of that. But actually, it's.
And for the next one, we'll be like Hello Magazine. We'll do a family photo shoot. Tomorrow.
Yeah, so, you know, it's.
Yeah, Dad is getting quite addicted to these, so I think we're going to do May 1st again. May the 1st be with you.
Because the guy, you know, it's just because I hadn't been, because I was so involved with the Midnight Court, we were supposed to be putting it on, and we were supposed to be going into rehearsal in 2 weeks' time, but now it's not on, going in June, and it broke my heart, but that's a lot of other broken hearts. And I just, I had, because I'd been off the road for about a year and a half since I decided to concentrate, because we needed to raise a lot of money to put it on, somewhere in the region of 50,000, you know. And we were a good way there, but anyway, I concentrated on that, so I haven't been singing songs, so the calluses on my fingers were gone down. And I was just, I've been playing at home now every day and making sure that I can remember the song, so this is a great exercise for me as well, get me back into playing music at home again.
Good.
You know, it's lovely. You know, so that's every day now.
Oh, there's lots of thanks coming in from all over the place. And, you know, we feel just as grateful to be able to, I suppose, be of service at this time, because both of us are used to being on the road all the time and being, you know, holding space in rooms and halls and places where where you feel like your music is of service. And then when you're just sitting looking at a screen, you're not sure. But this is beautiful, all your comments and everyone that's tuning in. So, we thank you.
It's been a lovely one on you. I have to thank you. And you know, so what's happening now?
All right, I'll sing a song, and then you do Matty, and then there was a request for us to sing one together. And Catherine, we're going to do our best to sing. There is a lag when you do it on the computer like this, so it's actually quite impossible to be singing at the same time. But we've worked out a trick for the rising of the moon, and we will show our technological wizardry after, won't we, Dad?
yeah, definitely.
I thought I might end you with this one, which is actually off my first album. And while Dad's singing Matty, I'll put up links to Dad's website and my website if you're interested in looking up either of our music, because I know a few of you, it's the first time you've ever seen our faces or heard our music. So, and that's really cool that this is a moment that you got to. What you're in right now is my 1966 Bedford bus. You can't see it from the outside, but I live on the bus and have toured around Australia. What'd you say, Dad?
It looks absolutely palatial.
It looks like a spaceship, really.
Yeah.
It's doing well for 1966, and it's still trucking along anyway. But my first album I recorded on a road trip around the desert, because I thought that was a great idea, and it was, although we did break down once, because of course you've got to have a breakdown on any road trip. And when I was out there, I had this moment where I thought, oh no, like I'm 99.9% of the time a really positive person, but I had this like 0.1% where I'm like, oh, people die in the desert actually, and I've brought this whole crew out here to record and we haven't seen a car for 9 hours, and what was I thinking? And anyway, we got the bus engine going and we did make it to where we were going, but while we were driving, this little song came through, and normally it has loads of drums on it, and I don't have drums, so I'll just play the back of the guitar a little bit. But it's about waiting for the light, and I thought it might be a nice way, a little nice message for the end of tonight. And there's a bit of a sing-along bit that you guys can do at home. I'll teach you as we go along. So no one knows where we are but you, little star now watching from afar, but a ball of fire don't burn out till you know that we're alright, don't burn out till you know that we're alright. No one knows where we've been but you haven't. No one heard a little tune like you. Crescent moon, don't burn out till you know that we're alright, don't burn out till you know that we're alright. Light our way. That's your bit, right? Light our way. Light our way. Light our way. No one heard a little tune like you, Christmas on her, that low like red dust road. Don't burn out till you know that we're alright, that we're alright. Don't burn out till you know that we're alright. No one carried our load like red dust road, no one rattled bones like you, desert stones. Don't burn out till you know that we're alright, that we're alright. Don't burn out till you know that we're alright. Light our way. If I just see through the wake of the dust and head towards the light, what was broken would remain gathering dust in this upside down dark night. So don't burn out till you know that we're alright, that we're alright. Don't burn out till you know that we're alright. Light our way. Hope you're singing. Light our way. Light our way. Oh, hey, oh, oh, light our way. Oh.
Lovely, Áine.
And you got the drum in there. I should have had you doing the drums. Yeah, so wherever you are, hopefully you'll find your light way through the end of this. And here's Matty, Dad's most athletic song.
Connie, we might have to change the, I have to stand up for this song. I cannot sing this sitting down.
Do you know, you've been saying that for years, and the other day I was asked to I did a covers I did a covers session on a live stream, and someone asked me to learn Matty, and so I learned it, and I was like, Dad's been right all along. This is really a athletic song to try to get through.
He's been in training on you, don't worry.
He's lifting weights.
Weight every half.
Kilos of flour, sugar.
Mary Clare spots.
Oh, don't stop. Don't make me jealous.
Well, this is written by my great friend, Johnny Mulhern, the greatest songwriter I know. I don't care what breed or department or what country you're talking about. He's my favorite. Just incredible, this absolutely amazing sort of variety, verse span of his songs, like incredible lyrics, and attached to some great melodies, and that's very, very rare. The Beatles had it, but McCartney and Lennon, very rare that songwriters have the gift of melody. I mean, the great gift of melody and the great gift of music, and all in the one person. It's very rare. But he had an amazing gift of he's an anarchist, so he'd have to have an imaginative mind. This is a song about delirium tremens, and the location for the song is the bar is called it's Hughes's Bar in Woodkey in Galway, my hometown, and the colour line that's mentioned in it is the stretch of road that comes in from the Corrandulla side and just around where there's it. And I was on a tour one time with Tommy Peoples, the great Tommy Peoples, and as we were somewhere up in Sligo or somewhere like that, and we were coming down that road anyway, and I told Tommy, I said, when I stop, you stop as well. I said, I want to show you where Matty met his dark familiar. And we did, and I have the spot, I know exactly. No, it's this is sort of a story, because I've always thought, I know I tell it a lot, but it's true. I was back doing a concert for Leo Hallisey, one of his bog weeks or sea weeks or some excuse he had for a bit of a get together. And this young girl came up and she asked me for my autograph. She's about 11, and I thought she was taking the mickey out of me. I thought, well, you know, what's she 11-year-old? So anyway, I gave it to her anyway, and I knew her dad and mum very well, Paddy kind and Phil kind of her uncle. And I was telling them, and I said, geez, I couldn't believe it. She's one of my autograph. And she said, oh no, Sean. She says, she's one of your big fans. She says, she's only 2 posters hanging on her bedroom wall, you and Madonna. So I'd love to see what that looks like sometime. I wonder how would Madonna feel about it. But anyway, then they went on to tell me that one of her favorite songs was Matty. And I'm trying to still figure out what she found in the song to make it her favorite song. And of course, Áine, my own daughter, told me later on that she had some sort of fascination what it was about. Mention of a cow, so it was about cows. So let's take your own.
Honestly.
You can take your own. There's another great one I had, which another song on my first album called No Go. And this great friend of mine, Angle, she just died recently too, unfortunately. Lovely lady. She was looking after a child in New York for a while one summer when she was out on whatever, and she used to take her out for a drive every day, and she'd be going along. She said to her one day they're driving along, she says, but I think her name was Priscilla, what would I put on today, Priscilla, music-wise? And she says, put on Seán Tyrrell. So she put my CD Cry of a Dreamer on anyway, and there wasn't any nothing until she came to the one bagpipe music written by Louis MacNeice. And all of a sudden, from Priscilla in the back came, Angle, Seán Tyrrell just said knickers. Nothing else about the song but the word knickers. I had broken the barrier. I'd said a bad word on his song. I loved it. So here's Matty Matty walked out on the frozen night. He was heading for the pub and he had no light. His head down on the railroad track and his old cow he started open in the back. He met with the darkest staggering man. As he passed him by, he shouted back at him, Matty, can't you see what's become of me? I cannot feel the vibe. The very last house that I had left, half a pistol that rhymes and now a bit to me. All I got left is the deed to the stagger heading down the third line. But Matty passed on as quick as he could. He couldn't stand such a drunken and sober. All he wanted was the lights in the bar and he'd have the wide over. But when he came in, they're saying, now you're back to deal. You drive you out with your spouting and you're swearing. We don't want to hear about bunker hidden. Later you can give us the cares of Kincaid. The fire she eyed him warily as he handed his first jar of porter. He says you missed a scene that you missed up school tonight to put the bride on the back of your eye. For Matty, he'd not be taken in by the jibing and the regaling. He found himself a freshly blown crew, but in with their sport they're bailing. But he was going home in the very same spot where he met his dark familiar. He seen him coming back down the line, right and straight and fine. As he passed him by, Matty threw out his arms, trying to grab hold of his likeness. In the morning, all the fun was a frozen corpse at the foot of the golden line. Out of the way, they were lashing down the drops of brandy, the old-fashioned habit in the church. They were lashing down pounds of fivers. Matty'd be fine in the old by and by. Matty walked down in the frozen night, heading for the pub, and he had no lucky. His head down on the railroad track, and his old cowdy was held over to the back. He met with the darkest staggering man as he passed him by, shouted back at him, Matty, can you see what's become of me? I cannot feel the fine. Oh yeah. Well, that's actually that's two of the most requested songs that I have. That and the Coast of Malabar are actually up there among them anyway. And yeah, that's nice. So got it out. So what we're doing, finishing with the.
I have a.
With the.
We will,
with the,
and we'd just like to thank Joseph again for having us and the Villanova Irish Studies Center for Irish Studies, and I think the Connolly Foundation and the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick as well. Just want to thank them for being supporters and having us come virtually to you. It's been a lovely evening.
But I can't understand this. How could Patrick have sons if he was the fifth St. Patrick? I thought saints didn't have sons.
Another petition, Dan.
What? No, maybe honestly, maybe you
We
don't.
have sons in every post.
What?
Maybe there's another petition we need to sign, Connie.
We'd go on there, we'd be off.
They're friendly anyway, which is great. The daughters of, yeah. The daughters of the sons of St. Patrick form another order. No.
I gotta make sure we're in the right key here. Hold on. Is that right? No, I gotta move down. Hold on. I got it now.
Okay.
No. It's as if telling it's as if telling you what keys things are in. I don't know a key if it hit me in the head like you. Something I learned from you is exactly how to play music.
I found Roisin's piano teacher finally told me how to do it on you. That is usually the last note. But that doesn't always work either.
The rule doesn't always.
Yeah, I had to, because I used to get embarrassed. I did a tour in Belgium one time. When I was in the Ashdale Cathedral, there was musicians from the Brussels Symphony Orchestra, and I hadn't a clue. Luckily enough, I had Fergus Feely with me, who did know. But slowly but surely, I began to figure it out. Now I can even tell you how to do it now anymore.
Oh, great!
Good night, everybody. Thank you, and to all the people, friends I know out there, including the relations.
And thanks, Connie and Roisin, for help getting Grumpy set up there.
Yeah, they're fair play. They've been my set designer and my electrical technician, and Ty, can
pop the screen down a little bit so we can see you. Can you move the screen down a little bit there? Yeah, so we can see. Oh, yeah, good.
Okay. Ty, will you say hello to your older brother Ronnie for me, please? And Ron, your own son, and please let them all know I said hello, and Benj, and Susan, I believe, Kartik is here with us as well. Hello, Susan.
So when are you doing the next one, Áine?
May, I think she did.
May, the 1st of May, and it'll be on both of our Facebook emailing list, so come find us.
Bobby. Who else am I seeing out there that I know? All of you. Just if I miss out, it's because I'm blind as a bat.
And Joseph, yes, we'll see you in Philly next time. We'll make our way there.
So. But this is a reworking of the old Fenian ballad, The Rising of the Moon. Modern lyrics written by Porrick Stevens and Siobhan O'Higgins. And I would say the Fenians would be delighted with the rewrite. As we wander through the universe on this dark winter's night, the children, they're all dancing, the stars are shining bright. One more word must now be spoken out, sung to an old tune. Let's be friends, this new year coming, at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. Let's be friends, this new year coming, at the rising of the moon.
As we gaze into the stars that shine with wonder in our eyes, will we just destroy the planet, or is peace to be the prize? For the wail of fighting nations, it dims the beauty of the tune. Let's all dance a dance of freedom at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon. Let's all dance a dance of freedom at the rising of the moon. May the wisdom of the ancients, with their messages and signs, come shining on our tomorrow with the magic of the times. Like the star that shone on the wise men, like the dawn that's coming soon. It's a truth that guides us onwards at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. It's a truth that guides us onwards at the rising of the moon.
We can live within God's garden if we tend it with our care. We can understand the meaning, the motives of the fair. But we stumble through this darkness, trying far too much too soon. Let's all stand up and be counted at the rising of the moon. At the rising of the moon, at the rising of the moon. Stand up and be counted at the rising of the moon. the tune to another great Fenian ballad called The Boulevard.
Oh,
Good night.
gorgeous son. Ihawa.
Okay, Sloan.
Sloan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much yourself. Karamagi.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Thanks. On.